What's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. Welcome to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive show, that is. And we have been focusing heavily on the base ecosystem, and it's been a lot of fun. I think we have a great show for you tonight. But of course, first, we have to do our due diligence, start at the crypto bubbles, and let's see what the heck is going on right now in this market. Shout out to everybody who's here. Melissa, Plague Dogs, Reliable, Jay, I'm sure Blues Guy will be in the house soon. It is a Wednesday. For whatever reason, Wednesday does tend to be a little bit of a slower night. Sometimes it's just randomly popping. Guess it just depends on the market. Let's toggle down our 1 through 1,000. Everything looks red. What's our biggest red here? We have two that are down negative 2.6 across their whole category. All right, let's take a look. So green rain, which is a prediction market, is actually up 25%. XLM up 15%. Was there some news for XLM? I feel like I saw some stuff on social media about it. And everything else pretty much down. Render down, virtuals down, wild down. And then, of course, across smaller percentages here. Let's drop down to 100 to 200. Beat is up 22.6%. And AR, was that Arweave? Yep, Arweave up 8.9%. River up 4%. Track up 11.8%. We were just looking at Origin Trail yesterday. Falcon Finance, Jito, Rave DAO, but everything else pretty much red. Syrup, Pendle, and Billions Network down. Billions is down 14.1%. So we're just observing and keeping an eye on things here. Look, Knock down 13.6%. We went over Knock last night. That is a base native token. Comedians down 9.2. Aztecs down 13. Kita's down 16. Derive down 8%. Don't see any big green bubbles. Pharaohs is up 7%, Zama up 4%. Really nothing to get crazy excited about. Just a little bit of a pullback for sure. Pullback within the pullback, you may say. The overall market cap, 2.5 trillion, down 1.7%. Tried to mix those together real quick. Melissa, I was like, wasn't sure what you were getting at there. Says, hello everyone, I just had a cold shower. I did it with zero problems. Finally, another accomplishment done in my journey towards healthiness. Hey, cold showers can be good for you. That's true. Bitcoin, 74,423. Ethereum, 2,023. I mean, we're just kind of holding that 2,000 level for Ethereum. BNB $647, XRP $1.31, Solana $82.46, Dogecoin an even more flat 10 cents than it was last time we looked at it yesterday. Hyperliquid $58, just hanging, still holding some gains there. It's still up 6.3% in the last 7 days. Zcash is down 20%. $535. Cardano 23 cents, high 23 cents. XMR $392. Chainlink $9.12. Canton Network 15.5 cents. Stella 17 cents. XLM, of course, getting the pump today. Something's always pumping even when everything else is dumping. It's up 17.6%. That XLM, those stellar lumens. Let's see, Litecoin $51.92, Avalanche $9, Memecore $2.98, Sui 95 cents, back under $1. It's on sale. I shall get some more Sui. And let's go see, I'm gonna guess 86 by market cap for Flare. 86 by market cap. There we go, and it is going down. I hope he sold a little bit at the top. Shout out to the Blues Guy. Camp's in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see what's trending today. Bonk was trending yesterday. XLM, of course, trending and actually pumping. So we'll need to, I guess, take a look at XLM on the chart, won't we? Bitcoin, Pudgy Penguin, Solstice. Solstice has been trending pretty much the last 3 days. Venice token, of course, Would I say I want a Venice token under like $10? That would be pretty nice. Hyperliquid, SWI, Near Protocol, Zcash, Collector Crypt, BitTensor, Aerodrome, Binance, Render, and Monero. Render looking like it's in a nice fallen wedge, but will it just round out instead? Aerodrome, of course, Aerodrome being one of the main liquidity hubs in the Base ecosystem, and Base we've been talking quite a bit about. Let's go ahead and pop over to the trading view, and let's take a look at a few things here. Is it going to cooperate? I'm not sure. There we go. Alright, I guess first let's see what the heck has been going on for BTC. Let me delete all the drawings and start fresh. Looks like the 1 minute just starting to maybe do the thing. Can it do the thing? I mean, shoulder, head. It's lagging so bad it doesn't want to draw. There we go. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. You stochastics are high, even if it is just the 1 minute. Probably still needs to reset a little bit. Let's see, can we get the signal on the 1 minute? I don't know if I really want to trade anything. Said not much, grr you. I take that as busy at work. We got a little bit of heat today. Oh, was it a hot day? It's kind of like everybody talks when we say anything's cold. You know, they're like, oh, you don't know cold. I tell you, ain't no heat like the Florida heat. Trying to make sense of what's going on here. I mean, you see a little inverted head and shoulder for sure. Shoulder, shoulder. Shoulder? Nah, I don't think so. That's too many shoulders, right? Looks like the 3 minutes gonna try to run up there for the 200. Let's go look at some tokens like Bonk. As if you guys have looked at anything. I'm sure you've looked at Bitcoin today. If not, we'll come back to it a little later. Bonk getting beat down for sure. Let's go like the 4-hour chart here. Make a little more sense of it. Had a double bottom there. It pumped out. I don't really know. Pattern's really jumping out. I mean, of course you have the support here. Maybe you get a bounce and move back to the 200 on the 4-hour. So it would be chilly still by Florida standards. Yeah, very. But according to my clients, they were all melting in their houses today. I swapped some ETH today for Near. I see Near dropped a bit, and I heard good things about it. Yeah, I think Near is more focused on the AI realm of things more than anything else. How's Mega doing? Still just bottoming out? Let's go to the 4-hour. Man, this thing just keeps dumping and dumping. It's almost hard not to buy a little bit of this. I mean, it is rather a great buy or it never does anything ever. Can you buy Mega on Coinbase? I don't have a lot to say about that. Let's go get Solana. Was hoping for this daily cup and handle, but I see that didn't quite ever give a pump there. Find a shoulder, head, and shoulder. maybe it's going to run to the 200. Starting to see a lot of things really far away from the 200 on the bigger time frames. What's another coin that we want to look at here? Oh, XLM for sure. Let's look at XLM. Just kind of scanning through this stuff. If there's not a lot to say about it, if nothing jumps out at me, then I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it. Look at that. Broke some highs. Definitely swept those highs there. What does that mean? You come back down. Maybe get some Fibonacci retracement. Maybe some shoulder, head, shoulder action. The POC there, obvious support. Mark out some support and resistance here for XLM. And then, of course, you can see you have a little bit of a gap here. So you lose this bottom trend line for XLM at about 15.8, 0.158, and you are probably headed very quickly down to this 14.9 region. Or it's breaking out and it's about to go on an epic pump. We'll find out. It's far away from the 21. Rand saying ETH is losing a lot of momentum. A lot of important people in ETH space are giving up on it. Oh, Clams gave me a banger short last night. Drift woke up hitting my take profit $50 while I slept. Posted the win. Nice. You want to check out Drift? He said a lot of people are trading it for the airdrop, similar to Hype. We can take a look at Drift for sure. I guess Coinbase. I like to usually look at it in USDT, but we'll look at it in USDC. What the heck? Not that big of a difference. Let's go like the 4 hour though. Yeah, you hit a nice short there. That's for sure. Question is kind of now, what is it doing? Do you get some kind of breakout, or are you just continuing lower? I always get sketchy when it comes to trading the meme coins, but if things flip bullish, as I said, a lot of things far away from the 200-day moving average. So if a lot of those things get a pump up to the 200 or just kind of stall sideways, you could get a little bit of a pump out of this. I mean, how much farther are you going to go? You got a good bit of support right there for sure. Could come down to that support. Very interesting. That's the 4 hour. Let's go look at the daily. Daily just starting to roll over and go down. So, I mean, it could go down or sideways for quite some time. Very high away from its 200 on its daily. Yeah, Drift has been drifting. I mean, look at this. This is a daily chart, and Drift has not been like anywhere near its 200-day moving average since way up here, like the 14th of October. Let's see. Basically like to like the 16th, 17th of October, and then it's been drifting ever since. What else? Anything else anybody want to look at? Blues guy in the building says, blessings everybody. Great to see you all, and God bless you all. Absolutely. I wish I could have one more like that every night. Is it a meme? What is it? Drift Protocol? I mean, with a name like Protocol, I'm pretty confident it's not a meme. But what exactly it is, well, that's a different question. We shall go find out. Before we move any farther, let me give you the quote of the day by Jim Rohn, nonetheless. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way to do it. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse to validate why you're not doing it. I added that last part, but I like it. And you may not know this, but lower transaction fees dramatically change how people interact in crypto applications, enabling experimentation, microtransactions, and more consumer-focused activity. I would say that is absolutely spot on. Cam says, ask him what the heck is drift. Let's go find out. And let me drift you guys back on over here. All right, I swear it's the last time I'll use that. All right, let's look at drift. I mean, with a name like Drift Protocol, I don't think it's just purely a meme coin. Or a meme coin at all. Prediction markets, perpetuals. Yeah, it looks like another financial style thing. Only has 19 million in it now. It is much lower on this max chart. It's like max chart, it came out around token generation event, May 16th, somewhere in that area, 2024. And you'll see it had these levels here. What is that? About 31 cents was like the low, and now you're much lower than even that. Let's go check out the app. Go check out the protocol. It says, stay tuned. Drift will be back soon. They're gone. Okay. I almost feel like this is why it's not doing well. Because it's gone. That is not good. Alright, so we talked about what is trending here. I don't see anything that jumps out at me that we really need to go over. So let's go get the Fear and Greed Index. It is 22. I think it was 25 yesterday. Yep, so it is sinking slowly, very slowly, lower and lower. Hopefully we get a pop. There we go. Blues Guy got you covered. I'm going to tell you what Drift is as well. It's a decentralized exchange, of course. I remember going over it, but I never used it. I know that much. So let's go take a look at what in the world is going on Crypto Rank. You know, it always shows us a bunch of new coins that are going on. Melissa says she likes this part of the show, so I can't skip it. X-Claw. We saw this yesterday, X-Claw. I mean, anything with claw or a lobster or some kind of claw in it is Claudebot. You know, AI agents, Claudebot. If you don't know what Claudebot is, you are severely behind the curve. Throw a 111 in the chat if you have no idea what Claudebot is. Open Router. It's a newer project here. They've raised $153 million. Not a tiny amount of money. Open Router is a platform designed to facilitate access to various AI models through a unified API. But what is the point? The service supports a range of models, enabling users to compare performance and switch between them as needed. That's an interesting concept. Open Router focusing on simplifying the interactions with AI technology by providing a standardized interface and tools for efficient model development. Okay, I get the concept. That's pretty cool. I could see it being very useful. I don't know how much that's really going to like pump the price of the token. Then we got Lufa, which I still have up over here. Lufa.im. And it looks like a cool project. So Lufa is a Web3 social app with E2EE messaging, encrypted to encrypted, right? Multi-chain wallet, on-chain channels, and AI features. So it's like a Web3 encrypted social media platform, if you will. The ultimate Web3 AI super connector. The all-in-one platform integrates decentralized identity, AI agents, Web3 native wallets, social features, and mini programs, delivering a one-stop seamless experience. Now, for me, with the whole decentralized identity and stuff, there's a twist here that I don't think, number one, this is an IQ raising moment that I'm about to give you a little bit of sauce here. So for most people who talk about anything digital identity, very negative, very like one world government kind of thing, dystopia kind of thing, which makes sense. I follow. I get it. I get where they're coming from. But if you take decentralized identity and you combine it with zero knowledge, well, and I put a really interesting in what I want people to see about ZK cryptographic concepts. I put a whole breakdown of it in the what I want people to see tab in the Discord. But anyways, the whole point is that we see it as a very negative thing, but what if there was a very complex way of verifying your identity without actually giving away your identity, proving that you are who you are without actually telling them who you are? And this sounds like a crazy concept, but really you're just proving that you are legitimate and not necessarily who you are. It's a very interesting thing. Under what I want people to see tab in the Discord, go read that and you will understand more about ZK. I'm probably going to do a whole week on ZK, and we're really going to raise that crypto IQ. I'll probably love it. You guys will probably be like, my head is spinning. It is pounding from all of this information. But anyways, I just want to point that out. Decentralized identity is something that a lot of people scream from the rooftops and want to run for the hills. I like that they're implementing it. If we use ZK knowledge, it could actually be a very positive thing. I think it's pretty cool. Then we have this did it. I'm going to check into the chat as I can see it moving. Let's see. What do we got going on here? Campsta says, so it's a competitor to Hype. Hype is, literally they can't afford to keep the website up. Oh yeah, Drift Protocol. Yeah. Something's not right. That's my takeaway. Blues Guy says, Claude is an advanced AI chatbot for large language models created by the AI startup Anthropic. Absolutely, you nailed it. It is built to analyze massive amounts of text, draft content, write computer code, and summarize documents. So basically the thing that Claude bought is different from a lot of like ChatGPT and stuff like that is the fact that the rails of I don't know, protection to keep it isolated, to keep the ChatGPT contained is the way I should put it. The containment of it is very different with Claudebot, almost non-existent, and so it can do a lot more, but it also can do whatever it wants. Like somebody explained it to me where they said, like, you know, you use Claudebot for something and you have your computer set up to run Claudebot for a task. If Claudebot decides that like something you have on your computer is not really useful to whatever task you've given it, it could just delete it. It could be emails, photos, anything. It's not really well contained. But I'm sure they'll fix that too. It's like the good part and the bad part about it, right? Let's see. Lufa is a Web3. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Shout out to my mods. Appreciate you guys. Plague Dog's calling me out here, says decentralized identity. LOL. I love it. Sometimes I say the craziest things. Reliable J. Shout out to my grandmother in the chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Did it is an AI native. Hey, Blues Guy, you're getting ahead of me here. You're getting ahead of me. I haven't even covered it yet. I'm just messing with you. You're good. This is Did It, and I guess it already did it and raised $7.5 million. Did It is a unified API for KYC, KYB, AML, biometrics, transaction monitoring, and fraud prevention. Okay, so I don't even know if I really want to take a crack at this. And we know what KYC stands for, know your customer. KYB, maybe know your bank. AML, I don't know, that can mean a lot of things, right? And of course, biometrics. We know what biometrics are, including passive liveliness and face matching. Sounds terrifying. A composable workflow with SDKs, webhooks, and AI agent integration, which is MCP, which I do see that quite a bit everywhere. That's definitely going to hit some probably real techie stuff there. BNB Plus we looked at yesterday. I like it for people who don't want to hold BNB. Now, for people who've been in the space forever, crypto people, I have no idea why you wouldn't just buy BNB if you like BNB. But some people, it's just too much. It's too much to just buy the actual asset. They want like exposure to it through some obscure regulated way. Like, they're scared. It's like, just tell us you're scared and you don't know what you're doing and you're scared. I'm cool with that. The truth sets you free. BNB Plus is a digital asset treasury, BNBX, that holds BNB and generates yield via staking and DeFi strategy. The one thing that really catches me here is that BNB could be a monumental winner, like a monumental winner over, the next 3-4 years. Just because if BNB Binance is accepted, they are regulated through Binance.us, right, in America. If somebody wants to set up a way for traditional TradFi markets to get exposure, then, man, money could flow into that thing and it could pump. And I think it's, even though it's one of the top cryptos, let's look. What is BNB's market cap? Gotta go back a little bit here. Just want to see what the market cap is. I know it's high, obviously. It's the fourth largest. So you have 87.3 billion, which sounds pretty crazy, but it's not even at $1 trillion. I mean, you got to think about how far it really has to go. I mean, it could do an X or two just to catch up to Ethereum. And of course, if it does a couple X's, Ethereum will have money pour into it too. So I don't think it's going to catch Ethereum by any means. But as money comes pouring into crypto at some point, maybe we see Bitcoin go to like 3.5-4 trillion. You're going to see BNB greatly increase, and it has a lot of room to grow without being a super highly risky asset. I almost would think BNB might be a sleeper coin to hold for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Those are just my thoughts there. I mean, what kept BNB down for a long time was all of the FUD and kind of negativity against Binance. I don't see any of that anymore. And, CZ did his little whatever he had to do his time. And it seems like they kind of cleared him away, and now he's playing ball. So funny. Melissa says I buy BNB in Aster. I thought she said I buy BNB on Easter, and I was like, that's a weird tradition, but all right. I mean, you make your own family traditions. They are drifting towards the golf course. Yeah, probably. Thanks for the info on Did It. Says an AI native fraud prevention self-custody digital wallet platform designed for the crypto and Web3 era. Everybody smash that like button. Take the time out of your day and smash that like button for me. So Automato, can we just call it O-Tomato? I think it is O-Tomato, but I think it's also Automato. Is a tooling and monitoring on-chain DeFi activity and managing notifications related to user positions. Hopefully you understand what they're putting down here. DeFi activity and managing notifications related to users. It connects blockchain networks to detect position associated with wallet address and track predefined conditions. So it's probably used for a lot of things, but mostly portfolio monitoring would be what I would say. Soulmate. Now, these are all coins that are coming. Like, this Soulmate is raised $311 million. That sounds serious. I don't know what the heck they're going to do. Is it Solana? Or are they helping you find the one you're meant to be with forever? I don't know what their aim is here. They're going to do some weird AI agent Soulmate stuff. I don't know. Soulmate isn't, I could just read what it is, but that is so much less fun than just speculating on it, name alone. Don't judge a book by its cover, right? Soulmate is an institutional Solana validator and RPC provider in the UAE focused on infrastructure development. It's a lot less fun than an AI agent soulmate match here. Sounds more interesting, but I guess the UAE needs this, so we'll let them have it. On the NASDAQ, SLMT, so they're a publicly traded company, is what I'm wondering here. Very interesting. Fold. I'm going to keep you guys all up to date on all the new coins as they come out. Shout out to all my undergrounders. Thank you for being here on a Wednesday night. Fold is a Bitcoin rewards app providing a gift card platform used to help spend Bitcoin in the real world. So if you're having trouble spending Bitcoin in the real world, Fold has got you. Just reminds me of some hater. It wasn't a bunch of people, just one person. And they just kept going on and on a reel about how, come back and talk to me when you can actually use Bitcoin to buy something. I'm just like, bro, what world do you live in? What crypto asset project doesn't have a Visa card where you can spend your cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, inside of it? Very interesting. So Fold is a Bitcoin reward app. Let me go figure out what's going on here real quick. All right, we sorted that out. Smoke alarms going off. People cooking or doing their best to cook, I guess. Toast is hard. 186.3 million raised by Fold. I mean, it's infrastructure, it's financial, right? It's Bitcoin. It's a rewards app providing a gift card platform used to help spend Bitcoin in the real world. But to spend like your regular Bitcoin or like Bitcoin rewards or both. Or maybe the rewards are like a cashback. Purchase clothes and various items using credit cards. Yeah, of course. We know what you do with credit cards and debit cards. Come on now. AIW3. For some reason, the ticker just makes me think of like a World War III AI scenario. So that's fun. Let's see. Is a Web3 AAAS. As I think about how I'm going to turn our regular stuff here into like a board game with teams and stuff, a question I would ask if we were doing that is, what in the world does AAAS stand for? We've been over it at least 3 days now. Platform for AI agents that is automate on-chain trading and strategy execution. I know that Blues guy, he's Googling it right now. It is agents as a service. Don't take my word for it. They wrote it for you right there. So this AAA, I'm just going to call it AAAS because that's way funner to say than AAAS. Agents as a service. So the whole idea is just there's a service they're providing. It's really the agents that are doing it, and you're going to pay for it, and they're going to make a ton of money off of these agents that they develop. Request. Now, why is Request trending after it is 8.6 years old? No idea. Maybe it's useful. Let's go to the monthly. Interesting. Only goes back to 2021 here. It's at 54 million, been as high as 818 million. Request is an open network for all payment requests. So infrastructure, it's Ethereum ecosystem, right? Celo, Ethereum, and Polygon. Obviously, Polygon, a layer 2 on Ethereum. A lot of Ethereum stuff out there as we go over the base ecosystem. I do have some projects actually pulled up for us to look at that I think are really interesting. Cryptic Quentin in the house says, what's up, fam? What's up, man? Back at you. Thank you for coming to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive Show. Smash that like button for me, man. I appreciate it. Knockchain. We talked about it yesterday. I'm going to highlight it real quick. It's only 0.4 years old. It's a layer 1, it says. Proof of work. blockchain base. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Because if base is a layer 2, and I don't know if I really have the answer right off the top of my head here, but maybe you guys can help me out. If base is a layer 2 on Ethereum blockchain, and Ethereum is the layer 1 to base is layer 2, and Nockchain is on base, and Nockchain's a layer 1 proof of work, so then like, yeah, what the heck is it? High throughput, zero knowledge virtual machine blockchain with a useful work consensus. Proof of work. A proof of useful work consensus. I have seen this before. That concept is a novel idea. 75 million market cap, only been as high as 95. I like that. Nockchain looks pretty cool. Very rounded bottom. How much lower can it go? It came out, it's gone down. It seems like it's really found a floor. It's bounced. It's broke this resistance here. This support and resistance looks like it's trying to flip it. If it can hold this, it could be a good entry on Nock here. I mean, you guys see this support and resistance flip, right? Goes all the way back to this area, but especially here. And then you got above it, and now you're holding it. Jeez. Put a stop under this support and resistance and just let her hold. Very interesting. But what the heck is Nock? We know it's a layer 1, but what is their goal? What are they trying to do? Let's go to their website. Nockchain is the protocol for verifiable computation markets, built to make computation fully liquid and money fully private. I don't know, I like it. Because it's got privacy in it. Computation, resources for AI, and stuff like that. Very interesting. We talked about it the other day. They're just now really implementing some serious stuff here as far as real tech. The white paper just released. Phase 2 protocol upgrade activates at block 65,500. Run a node. It is proof of work. I have no idea how to do something like this. But if I did, I would mine it. Nockchain maintains last reviewed. I'm sure I'd need to probably watch a YouTube video on how to do this. This is the first release of the persistent memory arena. We could get into some really techie stuff here. The PMA, or the persistent memory arena, is a major re-architecting of Nock virtual machine. The runtime for Nock, and it significantly reduced the steady state memory requirements of Nockchain peers and Nock apps. We have tested it and run it ourselves, but please report any bugs or problems. High level takeaway: steady state RAM usage has dropped from 20 GIB to 1.8 GIB. I could run you through that whole list, but you guys are going to be like, why are you reading this? I understand. I hear you. You guys can quit yelling at your computer now. Roadmap's very techy. They're doing a network upgrade right now. High performance networking with faster initial sync, metadata embedded in payloads, and batch transaction propagation. And bridge withdrawals is where they're headed next. AI computation market will be launched in June of 2026. I like it. Nockchain, giving me some really good vibes here. Nockchain might be one to scoop on the super low, if it even goes low again. Depends on what Bitcoin does, right? Nockchain is on my radar. So, DeFi.app or home, we went over that yesterday. It's funny we're doing base ecosystem stuff. Melissa pointed this one out yesterday. DeFi.app is a DeFi trading platform. Go figure. And we took a look at the app. It had this really cheesy video that's just like, our platform's so easy your grandmother could do it. I mean, it's a very common thing, as everybody harps on the fact that, in the past, crypto has been very complicated with seed phrases and stuff. Honestly, anybody's grandma could use Coinbase nowadays. Very simple. I know my grandmother could. Funny thing is, my grandmother could probably use it. My mother probably not so much. It's very interesting how that works out. So Eunice said Leo. That's very strange. I know what Leo is, but what is all this extra words here? Leo, a utility token at the heart of Bitfinex's ecosystem. Not something I think I would really be speculating on, but it's chilling at $10 here. Octra we've talked about. Octra is a privacy-focused blockchain using fully homomorphic encryption for secure data processing and confidential smart contracts. Now, what is the difference between fully homomorphic encryption and zero knowledge? I don't expect any questions on that. The board game is going to be real hard if I ask too many of these crazy questions. Osmosis, Filecoin on the radar. I love to see that. Only at $1. Is it the time to load up, or is it cooked? AI rig complex, definitely worth mentioning here. Arc is an open source framework designed for building AI agents. And if you've been here with us for the last month or so, you should see the writing on the wall. Institutional services, AI agents, Claudebot, all of that stuff. That is what is hot right now. Say Network is a layer 1 blockchain with built-in on-chain order book that allows smart contracts access to shared liquidity. Basically, Say wants to be the blockchain for all trading applications, decentralized exchanges, probably centralized exchanges as well. I like a layer 1 project that is specialized into something specific, because nowadays being everything layer 1 is, well, that's Ethereum's job. So I don't think there's room for other competitors in that market. You need to be niched. You need to be very niched into something if you want to have a spot at the layer 1 table. Let's refresh this, make sure it's as up-to-date as possible. Just using this Blockworks to take a look at top gainers, top losers. XLM up 17.9%. I own the tiniest bit of it somewhere. Arweave up 8%. And you know it's not the greatest day when your top gainer is only up 20%. Where's the 1000x meme coin for the day? Top losers, though, almost more fun to look at. Humanity, Comedian, Virtuals. Hate to see Virtuals in there. Pendle, kind of no surprise. Pendle always seems like it's going to do something, and then it just nosedives. Sky AI, I mean, people were getting real bullish on Sky AI, and it's just kind of done nothing but just tumble for days now. This is the last 7 days. So you had this peak at 34 cents on the 25th of May, and it's just been a couple of days of just absolute getting crushed. Let's look at the monthly here. Yeah, and I mean, your monthly high was what? It's giving me that monthly low. That's not what I want. There we go, 84 cents, and that was all she wrote. Looks like a lot of volatility though here. Maybe it's getting ready to pop again. I mean, you're back down to some serious lows. Let's go to the year. There you go. So, I mean, your real lows is it spent a lot of time around 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 and 6, 7 cents before it popped off. And then it really didn't spend a lot of time as it ran all the way to like 84 cents, which is a huge gain. And now it's kind of giving it all back. Let's pop over, actually, and look at Sky AI, because I find a very interesting large time frame Fibonacci scenario might be there. Might be a great buy, actually. Wow, this played out. Sweet name service. We said it looked like it was probably going to go lower, and I mean, it bearishly retested twice and proceeded to go lower. So shout out to somebody who was holding that. I hope hope you end up getting out of that at least to break even. All right, let's find Sky AI. I know it's got to be here. Let's go to a large time frame like the daily. That might be too big. Let's go to the 8 hour. There we go. And I think you have a good Fibonacci retracement here. It kind of depends on where you want to take it. Since we're on a large time frame, I think I want the entire range here. And I mean, that is 786 sauce right there. And I mean, you really had a nice bounce here off 786. And you have this strong support here where it went sideways for a while. And you're coming down to the 200. So, I mean, Sky's really going to bounce, or it's just going to get cooked and do nothing. Could draw you a trend line right here and maybe wait for it to break one of those trend lines. Let's drop down to the 4 hour. Straighten ourselves, our trend line out a little bit. I don't know. I don't hate Sky AI as far as this chart goes. Definitely looks like a good 786 buy to me. Melissa says, touch, grab, press, smack that like button. It would be truly appreciated. Absolutely would. It's the biggest thing you could do for a small up-and-coming crypto channel who does a very different show than you probably get anywhere else. Let's check on BTC 1 minute. It's a good thing I didn't bother watching it because it never really did the thing, did it? I'm not touching Bitcoin until like Monday of next week. So there we go. I do like this block work. We've been checking it out more and more. One thing I like it for is this blockchain revenue and ETF flows. Of course, when you look at it like this, it's very confusing. Let's blow it up so we can really look at it. And then let's kind of take away the everything factor. And it gives you a list of these top ones, and it says, and 12 others, which is kind of confusing because I can't see the 12 other, right? So if you kind of start by looking at it, and you can change daily, weekly. I think we're going to go weekly here, right? So you can see Tron had some good revenue days. On the 8th of December, here it made 22 million. Here it made 23 million. So, I mean, living large. Add Hyperliquid into it, and you can see Hyperliquid had a day where it made 38 million. Get rid of Tron. Maybe run in and grab Solana. Oof, Solana had a day back here where it made $200 million as an ecosystem, right? And Ethereum had a day. Oh, it only made 45 mil on that day here, huh? So, ooh, look, Ethereum. See, this is what data can do for you. As you can see, like, Ethereum very low, but let's see base overlapped here. Look, base looks very similar, right? And base a lot less. Like, here, pick a good day here that's more recent. The 6th of October, Ethereum made 42.7 mil, and base only made 3.3 mil. So, if you get what I'm getting at here, and then you could just throw Arbitrum on there and Polygon. And because they're layer 2 of Ethereum, they're all very similar. Except for Polygon is always much, much lower. Like this day here, you'll see Ethereum made 42 mil and Polygon made 288,000. And we could pick another day here where Polygon actually made 1.2 mil. Arbitrum only made 486,000. I would say Polygon better than Arbitrum, but Arbitrum also very niched out. But I don't feel like a lot of people run to use Arbitrum. Anyway, this is data. I could talk about data like this all day, which I find crazy because I never thought I would be somebody like that. Then you have log scales of stuff like median transactions. Like, I think a lot of this stuff is really cool. You could spend a lot of time getting lost in the sauce here. Crypto ETF flows is the last one I'm going to take a quick peek at. Try not to spend too much time on it. Melissa says, hardworking man underground, we love you. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love back at everybody, for sure. All my undergrounders. Says UG, I am so grateful for all your hard work, dedication, and your channel is awesome. Much fun, much IQ. Let's go, bro. And these are just people having a great time in the community. I promise that I don't pay them to say that. Shout out to all my mods and my undergrounders. Thank you for being here. So crypto ETFs, total flows by assets. And of course, when you have them all together, so this is, you know, a middle line. You have your inflows, your outflows, and we had some really good inflow days, right? The 4th, the 5th, and the 6th of May, followed by some outflows and some kind of median days, right? Definitely a lot of outflow days. Of course, BTC by a money amount, right? By amount of money is going to be your biggest one. All ETFs. So you have spot ETFs, and then you have other ETFs that maybe have exposure outside of simply being spot. You can toggle this. Okay. That's really ugly and confusing. Let's not use that. So lately here you can see it's more outflows than anything else. And of course you can use this thing at the bottom to really zoom out. And wow, look at this spike, whatever day that was. Interesting. All right, we will move along because I know that data is probably a little much. Says yes, Melissa says yes, you do. You pay us back in deep dive research. Well, if that's the way you look at it, then I guess we have an exchange of value going on, don't we? Thanks for showing off those custom emojis. Appreciate it. For quite a few days, I was having a lot of fun deep diving different hashtags. We're gonna have to look at some different hashtags. Somebody give me a different hashtag to look at. It says unblocked. Is the person supposed to be blocked? Why am I seeing their junk here? Yeah, I mean, it was really good for a few days here. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to see whatever that is. And now it's just nothing but junk signals. What do we want to add? Currency? Cryptocurrency? No, as a hashtag. Come on, man. It did not understand. Did I spell it wrong? Sam crushing it. That's from 2023. From 2023, he holds like the top post in this industry. So I'm going to say that cryptocurrency, probably not the strongest. And of course, tons of BS posts in here. Glad they cover that sensitive content. They don't get me thrown off of Twitter. Or thrown off of YouTube, I should say. All right, I guess we're going to move on here. I would love to raise your crypto IQ. I don't know how you guys feel about having your crypto IQ raised. Reliable J says, we see the chart. You sure do. Wow. Nobody was going to tell me that all you see is the chart, huh? We looked at a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. That's all right. It probably would have been a bunch of charts as well. Let's go ahead and move on and raise that crypto IQ. I guess I'll go back and show you that stuff again. So one of the biggest lessons in technology, remember we are talking about base. One of the biggest lessons in technology is that superior technology alone does not guarantee adoption. User experience matters, meaning you could build something that's highly technical and amazing, but if users are completely lost and confused while using it, aka like early crypto, most of them won't. So convenience matters. Friction, of course, matters. Friction in the matter of, usability. Crypto historically introduced a lot of friction with expensive fees, confusing wallets, slow onboarding, and fragmented ecosystem. Plague Dog says hashtag DeFi. That's a good one. Let's do that. Appreciate you saying that. And where is LOOO Zoe? I haven't seen him today. Or Daps. Yep, Daps is a good one. We're gonna get that segment dialed in there. Those are good suggestions. So all of that, poor user friction here has created barriers for mainstream users. Layer 2 ecosystems like Base are an attempt at reducing some of that friction. Lower costs, which was the main complaint when it came to Ethereum, faster interaction, consumer-focused applications like applications on your phone would be, and potentially smoother onboarding tied to existing platforms like Coinbase. This changes the conversation around adoption, because mass adoption may not happen through people becoming blockchain experts, raising their crypto IQs. ChatGPT doesn't seem to think that's how major adoption is going to happen. So maybe my channel is going to be lost on people. Probably. I knew that from the get-go. It may happen through applications becoming simple enough that users barely think about the infrastructure underneath. That's what I'm pretty much expecting. And that may be one of the most important ideas behind Base. And if you come to the Underground Crypto Deep Dive show, especially for years and things, and you understand a lot of the stuff that people don't understand, when it runs everything silently in the background, and most people take it for granted, but you understand a lot more about how it works, well, I think you might be able to use some opportunity or find some opportunity in that to move faster than the masses, right? So fees affect behavior. Remember, Layer 2's biggest problem-solving advantage was fees on the Ethereum network specifically. LOOO Zoe, look at that. I just said, I wonder where he is, and he puts yo. I wonder if he heard me say that. Did you hear me shout you out a minute ago? Oh, Billa in the house says, hey everyone. What's up, Billa? I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome in, welcome in. So lower transaction costs enabled. Experimentation, smaller transaction, and more frequent interactions, right? So fees affect behavior. Friction slows adoption. Not applications like I wanted to say. Friction slows adoption. Complex onboarding historically limited mainstream crypto participation. Now it's completely random, but I remember projects like STEPN, where onboarding was very limited. It wasn't complex, although I guess it was complex because you needed an invite code. They were super hard to get, and they tried to act like, oh, no big deal. Just go to our Discord and we put out a code every, I guess it was minute or 5 minutes or something. But they already people have bots set up to grab those codes and start new accounts, right? So you could never get one. That is a personal experience of onboarding being a pain for something in crypto. Base focuses on consumer activity. So Base is very consumer focused, right? Potential areas include social apps, creators payments, and on-chain communities. Developers follow users, or at least that's how it should be. Blues Guy said, UG got some superpower. Yeah, I guess so. That's what's up. How are we doing tonight? Hey man, we're good. Better now that you're here for sure. I know my regular people who come through, so when the show gets to about this point and I don't see somebody, I'm thinking, where are they at? Like, where's Greenfingers? I haven't seen Greenfingers yet. But shout out, welcome in, welcome in. We're still talking about the Base ecosystem, and really, if you're just coming in, you're coming in at the right time, because we're just about to get into some sauce for the Base ecosystem. Everybody here is like, what? I thought we were already in the sauce, and we are, but we're gonna get saucier. Developers follow users. Ecosystems with activity often attract more builders and applications, right? So instead of the users following developers actually kind of chase the users, right? Coinbase distribution matters. So Coinbase already had massive existing user base. So this integration with a layer 2 base that they built makes a lot of sense for them, because they can use that integration in all of their applications on their phone, phone applications and website and stuff. to be really true DeFi, and just do it in a way that you're not going to really see from, say, other exchanges. And who is more public facing? They have a public IPO. A lot of them do not. Kraken, if anybody doesn't know, Kraken has filed for their master, what do we call it? Master service, master key, something like that. Basically, only Coinbase has one, and Kraken will be the second person to go for it. Probably going to have an IPO affiliated with that. I don't spend a lot of time in TradFi. I don't believe Kraken has an IPO, but they might have already IPO'd. Either way, they're following Base's blueprints. And by Base, I mean Coinbase. Infrastructure may become invisible, and maybe Kraken will do a layer 2 or something like that. That'd be really cool if Kraken did like a layer 2 very similar to Base, but like for a different ecosystem, like say BNB or Binance Smart Chain. So infrastructure may become invisible. Long-term adoption may occur when users no longer think about the blockchain itself. I said that in a reel that I had just put out, last week, about how I think crypto will pretty much run everything in 10 years from now, but very few people will even know that it's going on because it'll all be built into the background, and only those who really understand the capabilities that blockchain brings will know that this is built on a blockchain technology. Crypto adoption may accelerate when blockchain complexity fades into the background. So we're mostly just talking about usability and userability, right? Says Cool and Blues, welcome in. All right, so was looking for a good list of like top projects that I feel like the idea here was, if somebody mentions the Base ecosystem, these are like must-know projects, from the ones that are like staples to the ones that are must-know upcoming, right? So some of them will be a little redundant, and as we come down, there will be more gems, right? So Aerodrome Finance. Aerodrome, one of my plays, my portfolio, although not very big, has quite a few plays on liquidity. So for Base ecosystem, we would talk Aerodrome. What is the major bonus question? What is the major liquidity hub for Sweep? Anybody know? Probably the most important DeFi primitive on Base, right? If Base keeps growing, liquidity, routing, and trading volumes are huge narratives. DeFi Llama currently shows Base doing over 1 billion in a 24-hour DEX volume. So decentralized exchange infrastructure is central to the chain. They know what they did there. Morpho is lending, right? As long with Moonwell, they're both lending. So Morpho, one of the strongest lending platforms or protocols, I should call it, on Base, is not just basic lending. Morpho focuses on customizable lending markets and curated vaults, which makes it more flexible for users and builders. Moonwell, a major Base native lending protocol as well. Superchain Eco describes Moonwell as a open decentralized lending and borrowing protocol, making it one of the most important finance apps in the Base Superchain ecosystem. Moonwell should be something you know. It's been around for a long time. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. CCP says, cash me outside, girl. Hey, not everybody's going to get that reference, but I love that. Hey, she was a Florida girl, okay? She was from Florida. She had that Florida vibe. I know a Florida girl when I see one. This is great to see, y'all. Absolutely. Virtual Protocol, AI agents, right? And this is a list of gems, but also like the projects you should really know on Base, right? This whole week series is about making sure you understand the Base ecosystem. And I got a lot of good series planned for the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. So virtual protocols, of course, one of the biggest Base AI agent plays. The narrative is simple. Create your own tokenized, monetized AI agents on chain. This fits perfectly with Base's current push around agents. Base's own builder page highlights agent transaction, active agents, and here's some real sauce for you, X402 APIs. Clanker, one I hope does very, very well. LOOZO, I keep telling myself I'm just going to call you 000, and it hasn't happened yet. Your name is too catchy, brother. It says, I hold a little bit of moonwell. Well, I hope it moons well. Yes, I know, very cheesy. Bass, how long can you go? I don't know where he's going with this. Bass, how long? Yeah, Death Row. Yeah, what a brother know. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. AI token infrastructure. Launch infrastructure, right? More speculative. Gosh, I can't talk sometimes. More speculative, but very base culture. Clanker is described as infrastructure for AI native token launching on Base, letting agents and users deploy tokens directly on chain. So there you go. Clanker, I see it very tied in with Monad. Monad very much tied in with Ethereum and making Ethereum better in many ways, mostly speed, right? Melissa could tell us all about Monad. Hopefully Monad is in here somewhere, but it's not really Base ecosystem, but very Ethereum centric, right? Zora, which I don't like, and I hope that it doesn't do well at all. Zorro is the most important consumer social apps connected to Base. That's sad, because I don't like Zora. I think it's garbage. Ethereum.org describes it as on-chain social network for creating, connecting, and earning online. Just don't like the model of it. What's the point of creating like a DeFi social media where DeFi has zero relevance or importance, or it just seems like a social media for fringe people who have nothing really to say, and that doesn't make a lot of sense for social media. Farcaster, which I don't know that I hear really good things about Farcaster, Warpcast ecosystem, but I also have never really tried Farcaster. One thing I found very interesting is that Base's Web3 Base wallet application that they had, they kind of shut it down because then they integrated all of those things into the actual regular Coinbase app that you knew, right? Instead of having two separate apps. And then they kind of rewrapped that Base wallet application. And Farcaster is the main social media inside that application, which is good, and maybe it'll give it some more exposure. I don't know if Zora is wrapped into that, but I'd be willing to bet that it probably is. Avantis, right? So Perps, RWA, leverage, decentralized exchange, one of the more interesting Base native trading protocol. Base's own ecosystem fund lists Avantis among its first investments. So that's very interesting. Describing it as a synthetic derivatives protocol for crypto and real-world assets up to 100x leverage. And that just kind of tells you that Avantis is in the in club. They're in the in club of the Base ecosystem, right? So put that in your back pocket and try to remember it. BSX, another early Base ecosystem fund investment. So Base is investing directly in them. Base described BSX as a building decentralized limit order book with leverage, cross margin, and more centralized finance like trading experience while staying self-custodial on Base, right? Paragraph, and I know I'm probably running through these way too fast for you guys. I hope you can keep up. Chris Goss in the house, 333, my fellow lifer, givers gain. Thanks for always reminding me to say that. So Paragraph, a creator / publishing arm, right? A sleeper consumer crypto project. Base's ecosystem fund describes Paragraph as an on-chain creator platform for publishing, newsletters, memberships, collectibles, and decentralized social distribution. So I think that's very, very interesting. We're starting to get maybe to a couple of gems here. Paragraph. Open cover. I want to say Clover so bad. Open cover. On-chain insurance. Important if Base DeFi keeps expanding. Base describes OpenCover as a layer 2 insurance aggregator helping protect DeFi insurers from risks like smart contract hacks or Oracle failures. I haven't really put a ton of thought into the fact that like a DeFi protocol could get hacked and then like insurance is gonna like somehow come in the back end and like make them whole. It's a really crazy idea because those hacks sometimes are insane amounts of money. Tokenized RWAs backed finance. So is this like an Ondo competitor here? RWA is one of the bigger serious narratives. Superchain Eco describes backed as issuing tokenized representations of traditional assets like stocks and bonds as ERC20 tokens, backed one to one by corresponding securities. Let's take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath with me. No, you guys don't need to take a deep breath. Thanks for reminded me to hit that like button. Absolutely. Evening deep divers. Yep, don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. Link to our free Discord. Maybe not always going to be free, but for right now, free Discord. And you might want to get it while it's hot. Or free, I should say. Yep, CCP says moon well. All right, so top picks for the base ecosystem. DeFi backbones like Aerodrome, Morpho, and Moonwell. Of course, this is just more of like a recap, right? So we have DeFi, Aerodrome, Morpho, and Moonwell. Lending and those kind of things. Financial rails. Consumer social layer, Barcast, Paragraph, Zora. AI agent narratives, things like virtual protocols, Clanker, and Banker. Don't forget Banker, it's in there too. Avantis and BSX for trading and perps. I like that. I don't want to be overly redundant here because that's basically what I just said. And we're moving on. Let's go look at the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. Let's update this. I watched Hugo talk about RWAs coming soon to you know where. Monad maybe? Probably Monad is probably what he means. And there we go, sinking lower into this liquidity that we had not hit yet prior to just a little bit ago. And it sure did want to go lower. So does that free us up to get the bounce into these highs? I don't know. Let's look at like the 3-day. It wants me to log in. I don't want to do that. Even though it's easy, I don't feel like doing it. Hey Blues, did you look at your DMs in the Discord? Oh, Melissa's trying to give you a hint. Look at those DMs in the Discord. All right, let's hop back here and let's look at hashtag DeFi. Shout out to Plague Dogs. Then of course they're spamming in all of them, right? They're spamming in all of them. I just keep deleting them, and hopefully one day I'll be free of all of this junk. I wish there was some way to block all the nonsense, but I guess they need to put an AI agent that just blocks a lot of this crap. What's going on, Grok? Are you telling me Grok can't block all this nonsense here? Well, this is a hot take. So this applies not only to DeFi, but every industry. It works both ways. The arms race between offense and defense has never disappeared. This is something that DeFi will rather solve, or nobody in the world will. Too much FUD for a single person from such a respected person. No idea who they're talking about there. Let's see. I gotta read it a little bit to make sure that they're not just spamming something. Before I spin, it actually reduced my swap anxiety on chain. I don't even know who this is supposed to be for. It says 13 billion. Yep, fled DeFi in 48 hours. Aave lost 10 billion. Yep, 292 drained from Kelp DAO with fake ETH collateral. Yeah, that was a little while ago. I mean, they posted it 8 minutes ago, but it was a while ago. Let's see, what is this talking about? See, you do find interesting stuff in here. Touted as one of the most decentralized DeFi protocols per Coinbase's AI Insight, Something Solana and meme coin traders might understand and appreciate. Top holders buy just 1% of the supply, and that is nuts. They're just promoting this. Who knows if any of this is legitimate? But it is for this coin, I think, bags. I don't know. After reading it, I'm not so sure that was worth reading. Remember, this is Twitter, guys. I don't back any of this stuff, right? Slippage draining, African cross-border trade, turning profits into losses with some kind of arbitrage. Well, here's a hot take. DeFi needs more hacks, not less. Let AI speed run slippery slope contracts so only anti-fragile code holds true value. Yeah, there you go. Total value locked. Free adversarial audit at scale. Basically, have your hackathons done by AI. If your protocol dies from a bot, it was a charity. Protecting bad code with audits just subsidizes cope. Disagree? I like this guy. I like this guy right here. Yeah, everyone's still obsessing over DeFi's Wild West days, but it's quietly growing up. I like that take. I like when we find real people really saying something. Discovering hidden gems in DeFi feels different with Pack Swap. Fast Swap, smooth UI. Yep, they're just promoting their stuff here. Double Ozo says, hoping I wake up in some gains in a short. Are you in a short for BTC? Oh, here it is. Yep. Says in my country, Monad sounds like one ad. That's pretty funny. What do I think about going to 72K? I mean, anything could happen. Like I said, all week, and I'm sure you've heard other places that liquidity's low, and they really heavily manipulate stuff when liquidity is low. 72 is down here. I mean, to me, liquidity looks like it's building and could get you up into these higher realms of like 76. But we could go there and then go down to 72. We could dip down to 72 real fast and then go up there. So there's no real telling. Just because the heat's up here doesn't mean you don't get a nice wick to the bottom and then go ahead and move up, or vice versa. Get a nice wick up or a nice move up to even as far as like 78 and then come crashing back down, as a lot of people are going to try to short this as it pumps a little bit. And that'll be very interesting to see what happens. I'm staying out of the low liquidity nonsense because I'm tired of getting chopped up. Let's see. What is Rugtector really trying to build? Not just another analytic tool, not just another alert system. Rugtector, which is kind of a silly name, aims to become the foundational risk visibility layer powering safer participation across DeFi ecosystems. Definitely click and at least see where they are from. See where who's from. Some of these people. Is that what we're talking about? Should I not like them if they're from some rando place? Probably not. You're probably right. Reliable J always looking out for me. Very, very reliable. He says, anybody research any coins from the XRPL? Well, it's funny you say that because there's been a couple I've looked at. None of them have done anything. I don't really know if anybody cares about the XRPL ledger. I mean, people are building, but as far as like people coming in and being excited to use protocols and projects, like I just don't see it yet, but I think it will happen at some point. Honestly, even if it takes another 15, 20 years, the youth who grow up or are growing up now, they're going to be so much more into like DeFi protocols and blockchains and stuff than any of the people we got running right now. Reliable J says, Twitter pro here, self-proclaimed. So Reliable J, why do I need to look at where they are? Like, why do I need to look at who the people are, right? Tell me that. And this is the DeFi hashtag. Welcome to the Twitter doom scroll. If you're just now coming in, you should smash that like button and know this is Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show. And we've been running for like an hour and a half. So there's plenty to do, but we've done a lot. Is DeFi puzzle finally coming together? The creator highlights our glaring gaps in decentralized option trading that is holding the ecosystem back. See why this missing piece matters for investors. Why does that name sound familiar? Miles. Maybe it's just a name. DeFi isn't dying. Speculation is cooling. There's a difference. The real question is whether decentralized finance evolves from high-risk yield farming into actual financial infrastructure. The next phase of DeFi may look far more institutional than people expected. I mean, that's probably spot on. Reliable J says, I get the latest Pokemon drops off of Twitter. I'm not sure what that means. Like, I mean, I know what Pokemon is, but... So we're supposed to go see who this person is? Publishing daily. Is this guy trying to show me something? Crypto Miles family. Family over everything. Okay, so he's some kind of influencer, huh? CMF live show episode 502, Crypto Macro, and how money really moves behind the scenes. Real understanding, not headlines, not financial. Okay. And when was this from? 4 hours ago. Spread your love. All right. And hear what I'm saying now. I'll give him a follow and see what he has to say for a day or two, and then we'll move. But see, even with that, like, you can't tell me, I guess it is from 44 minutes ago, but I mean, it has 2 hearts. It has like 2,000 people. Heck, I could probably get that on a post in 44 minutes. They are heavily, I think, shadow banning most crypto stuff, which is just weird. Like, I don't know. The latest tech, Elon Musk, Dogecoin, Grok, AI, the integration of AI and then you're going to turn around and like shadow ban like all of... It's just weird. Smart coded bot. SVI powered prediction markets. Applying Gatherall 2011 math to on-chain forecasting. Can this revolutionize DeFi risk pricing? If you know, you know, I guess. Get through some of this nonsense. All right, it's been fun, but we should move on to something else. Twitter is flooded with garbage. Absolutely. Whose your sources are means a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Melissa says my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. Nice. They are coming out with new technology that will allow you to smell different things via wireless. I don't know where that comes from. Says Liz, I like Rayquaza. Hey, all we need is a good Pokemon crypto DeFi game, and we're off to the races, right? Put some DeFi into like Pokemon Go, and you got places to go. So the 1 minute never really presented the model here on BTC unless it was for a short. 00 Zoe. 007 Zoe says that he's in a short. I don't know how I feel about this. Kind of looks like it wants to pump for a little bit. Go grab that liquidity. I mean, the real strong liquidity starts at like 75. Yeah, 758. Man, that is way up there, though. That is way up there. Thing is, like, I don't know if we're going for that today. Or if there's... they might be saving a lot of that liquidity for next week. I don't know. I am not the TA master. Smelling fragrances via internet is wild. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Melissa, you shouldn't have. Does DeFi exist, or is it just people on the internet exchanging coins? I mean, that would be DeFi. That'd be very peer-to-peer DeFi, but I mean DeFi nonetheless. So I could see that I have some digital sniffers for leak detection. Yeah, there you go. They use that in a lot of applications. Plumbers use it for like sewer gas, which sewer gas is nasty stuff. Everybody's probably smelled it and they didn't realize it. In Spectra, go to the incentivize and you can get VBUSBC. Why would we want that, Blue Sky? Why do we want VBUSBC? I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm just asking for a friend. Because I don't know what the heck the use case for that would be. Okay, let's go get our F assets. Haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna make Blue Sky's day here real quick. Okay, I do have my wallet. Oh, they changed the dashboard. I like that. I don't like. I mean, where's my position? It says you have 0. That's not true. Do we go to mint? Yeah, my position's like 8,600 flare. And then it says your position 0. Oh, that was from Melissa. Now I understand. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to my dashboard. It looks cleaned up and it looks not so messy. I like that. What is this TVL over? Yeah, TVL is up quite a bit. I like that part. Mint and redeem. Mints and redeem. But where is like my position and how much I earned? Pools. So it's over here, huh? I have like next to nothing actually staked here. Yeah, here we go. Your position's like $70. It's nothing crazy. All of most of my stuff's here over on SparkDex. We moved a little 200 over here and have been messing around with it. I don't know what I've earned. I will remember how to do it. Blues guy. Oh, he says you're not connected. I am connected. What do you mean I'm not connected? I am absolutely connected. Flare rewards. Flare emissions. Look, I got $5 here. In our flare. Go to the farm. I'm probably clicking around so fast. Blue Sky is probably yelling at me. Yeah, I am. Melissa says I wanted VBUSBC. Okay. Go to reward. All right, Blue Sky. I'll do that. I knew you would start yelling at me here. Rewards. $5.31. I don't hate that. I'll take that. Do I withdraw it? Do I withdraw my $5? Jimmy Villain in the house. What's up? What's up, bro? I saw that you joined the Discord. I'm glad to see that. Maybe we can keep in touch even a little bit better. Feel free to message me there, whether it's in the Hangout or the DM or whatever. Welcome in, welcome in. Flare emissions, right? All right, I went to reward. Still talking to Melissa. All right, I guess we claim the reward because he's not telling me not to. Yes, then compound. All right, Blues guy, explain the compounding to me again. I know what compounding is, but I mean, what is it again? You get your $5 in R flare, and then we go to swaps, and we get R flare. Where's R flare? Not seeing R flare. I see S flare. So is it wrapped flare? Or is it a combination between flare and R flare? De Niro in here. Go and put it back. Put it back where, bro? Maybe I should put it all in SparkDex. Just swap it all to SparkDex and stake XSpark. Should I do that? Is that better? Redeem your XSpark back into Spark instantly or over a vesting period up to 15 days. Maximum 1-to-1 ratio. Yep. Okay, it becomes wrapped flare and wallet. I knew it was something like that. So we have the wrapped flare. Right. And it didn't give us all of it. It gave us some of it. Some of it was still locked and we couldn't get that. And so should I turn it into yeah. It says, are you guys for or against? For or against what? Yeah, once you cash out, it becomes wrapped flare. Got you. Blues guy said, don't go there. I don't know if he's talking to me or CCP. I'm not sure. And I don't know what we're for or against. And we're not going to argue politics on here because that's a waste of time. This is a crypto show. Anyways, yeah, wrapped flare. And we're going to turn wrapped flare into what? Regular flare? I assume. Is that what we're doing? Yes, it's locked, called cooling period to avoid drops in price. Yeah, absolutely. It says call him. Huh, my microphone's still working. So they're not talking about calling me. No idea what you guys are talking about. Anyways, I guess we're swapping to flare. So I guess you're just unwrapping it. I like how it says unwrap. That's pretty cool. Reliable J says left, no right, up, no down. I want to compound like you were talking about, Blues guy. I just don't remember what we're compounding, so I don't remember how to compound it, I guess. CCP says for or against things. We are for crypto and against anything that's against crypto, I guess. I don't know if that's a good way to put it or not. Pull up Firelight too while I'm waiting. And I got a small position here in Firelight. It's like $60. It's nothing crazy. I don't know. Firelight was hard to get into for a minute. My position. It says don't unwrap. You get yield by having it wrapped. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for instructions here. So here's my position. I don't think that's my points. I think that's everybody's points, right? Or maybe these are my points. Take your wrap flare and go to Mystic, he says. All right, we about to get fancy in here. Let's go to Mystic. And this is the Flare ecosystem for anybody who is totally confused on what is going on here. Am I doing this core USDTO V2 for 14%? Take your wrap flare and go to Mystic. All right, we did that. Now what? We usually do this in the members only stream, so there's that. Trying to fix my camera. I don't know why it's always trying to show something else. Connect and go to borrow. All right, connect up it is. Go to borrow. Got our wrapped flare. This is talking about 62.5%. Borrow against your flare with USDTO. Okay. Oh, call UG to better explain. Yeah, that would work. Then swap and do it again. We flare it. We flare him, baby. He says, then swap and do it again. That's where you lost me. What am I swapping? So I want to borrow. I don't know what we're doing here, but I do know it's about time for the members only live stream, guys. So we're gonna bounce over to the members only live stream. I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna do the countdown. If you want the members only live stream, you gotta have a membership. There's a lot of fun stuff we do over there. This is kind of a tease of what we do in the members only live stream. We do a lot of stuff like this. Villa says, I've been looking at getting into Flare. Need a video explaining what you're doing. Villa, we have that, actually. And also, there will be more. And also, Blues Guy has a YouTube channel where he does that too. Blues Guy is the man to talk to about Flare. But come to the members only stream if you want, like, in-person help, right? With anything specific. Once you start getting into it, or if you have questions, you can chat in the members only stream with Blues Guy for a simple $2.99 a month. Okay, it doesn't actually cost you $2.99 to chat with Blues, but we are moving to the members only live stream in 10 minutes, so that is on the schedule. Double Ozo said, I got stopped out of my short. Yeah, I thought it might pump. Yep, videos. We have videos on this channel too. But also he has videos on his channel. I'm not sure. I know he probably has more videos than I do, but he also is the videos on my channel. So either way. Yeah, if he says he got stopped out of his short, let's go take a look real quick. Did it rip? I was waiting for the model. If we're gonna run back to like 78 or something, how'd you get stopped out of your short, man? You must have had a really tight stop loss. This is awesome. Thanks, Melis. And again, in 10 minutes, we are going to run into the members only live stream, where we will, I don't know, play some DeFi slots, maybe talk some more about Flare. This is Chainers, link in the description. Check it out if you want to mine a little bit of BNB for free. Can you be mad about a little bit of free BNB? Who knows? Years from now, that BNB might be worth something. So you grow your plants in your farm. Now most DeFi projects refer to it as a farm. They've gamified it, which I think is a brilliant idea. And you build your farm up. So then we sell it into a pool. This pool will end in 1 hour and 35 minutes. Sell that harvest. I ain't getting no rest 'cause Blues Guy says, UG brother, thanks for your amazing streams. I appreciate that. Are you coming over to the members only today, Blues Guy? I bet you probably are. And the members only stream can be as short or it could be as long as possible, depending on who comes over and who wants to chat. It's for the members, right? So if the members come over and the members want to kick it up, they can. I'll be doing some, daily operations over there as far as free opportunities. There we go. And again, I have some visions for a kind of like a game show to go with our show here, our board game, and there will be giveaways and things to do in giveaway. I got some cool giveaways for you guys coming up. Some of it some crypto, some of it some merch type stuff, some of it more like Bitcoin desk type ornaments, stuff like that. It's gonna be cool. You guys are gonna like it. Said I might step in, but I got another crazy long day tomorrow. Totally understood. Like I said, the members only stream is for the members. So if people are busy and only a few people show up, then I get to spend very specific time with them. It's just a really cool opportunity, I feel like. If not, I'm going to do my due diligence over there and I'm going to hang out and do my thing. And if nobody has any questions, then we'll move on and we'll be back again tomorrow night. Just always building more and more value is the dealio there. And you get more than just member streams for your membership. 10 days straight. Like those custom emojis, which I really want to make some more custom emojis. But I went into YouTube and was trying to make more, and it acted like it wasn't going to let me add more, which is very weird because I know that the Lifer has a lot of custom emojis, so I should be able to put like a lot more custom emojis, right? Value City, baby, says Plague Dogs. Appreciate you saying that. I assume you're saying I'm creating tons of value. At least I'm going to take it that way regardless because that makes me feel good. Because I do be working really hard. I haven't put out a short in a couple of days. I'm going to get back on my 2 shorts a day. Sometimes I feel like I hesitate to put one out because then I know I got to be consistent again. 2 shorts a day. I could just do one, but what's the fun in that? We do the morning motivational, and then, we do like a blockchain IQ raising short in the afternoons. Should come out at about 7. It's like an hour before the live stream. So if you see them, like them. And please drop a comment. Let it play like twice. They're normally like a minute long, so at least let it play through twice. Greatly appreciated. Simple things like that are how you really help the channel. Dropping comments, showing up to the live stream, all that good stuff. And the more you help the channel, you got to remember our channel is more of an advanced take on a crypto community. We will find out in time if that's a smart move or if I should continue to try to show people how to set up a blockchain wallet for the rest of eternity because nobody can handle real crypto stuff. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with us being a more deeper niche channel. I'm fine with that. All right, we're over 1,000. Let's let them take us out. See what we get for our farm today. Don't Don't forget to press the like button. Yep, absolutely. Double O Zoe using the Bitcoin brain emoji, which got a little squished for some reason. I gotta fix that. Agree, real cool stream to hang out and get that crypto IQ up 100%. Hey man, I am just floored that you're enjoying it. It means the world to me. It's what I love. It's my passion. It's very obvious I don't do this to make a bunch of money, right? One, I'd probably do something else on YouTube. I do it because I love crypto and I love blockchain technology, and I love being on top of everything going on, all of that fun stuff, right? And I know there's people out there that really value that. Basically, I built the show and am continuing to refine and build the show that I wanted to find. Because originally when I had this idea, I was like, surely somebody's doing this. And I could not find anybody really doing anything even close to the show I was looking for. And so I was like, all right, well, then I'll go build it myself. And here we are, almost 1,500 subs, which is a lot harder than you think it is. It's more like when you get, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 subs, things start to move a little faster. So I'm told by the people who have a lot more subs than me. But to get to your first 1,000, 1,500 subs or so is quite difficult because YouTube doesn't really put you out there. It doesn't know who you are. Indeed, sir, says, hey, I remember Value City Store. I don't know what that is. Anything we can do to help? Hey, Blues Guy's been crushing it on all the helping. Appreciate you. We are at 1 minute and 30 seconds till we move over to that members only stream. I'll see whoever makes it over there for sure. It's kind of almost better than like just ending the stream and I'm done and it's over. Members only. Who knows what the topic of the day, people move over and they might want to talk in more detail or do some more research, detailed research into very specific topics that they alone care about. And then the members get to kind of choose and steer the show, right? I think that's a really awesome idea. It is very demanding of me. I'll kind of leave it at that. Like I do have to do like a 2-hour live stream and then another hour, 2-hour live stream. But I would always do it for my undergrounders if the need is there. BTC still dumping, she says. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Double O. Zoe, I'm sorry you got stopped out of that short because it's cooking. And you're just in this range now. You can certainly see it. I would say move this down a little bit. When you break out of one direction of this, that's what I would take a long or a short. And stay underground, stay crypto. Thank you for coming to the show. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8:30 New York time, 8:30 p.m. that is. Look out for them shorts. Later, everyone. Members only.